In the vast tapestry of human existence, there are those who stand apart, their spirits soaring high above the mundane concerns that tether the masses to the ground. These are the chosen ones, individuals whose spiritual evolution has catapulted them into realms of consciousness that most can scarcely imagine. While the majority of humanity crawls through life, grappling with the basic lessons of existence, the chosen ones have already taken flight, their souls dancing in the celestial rhythms of the universe. To be a chosen one is not a mark of superiority, but rather a profound responsibility and a unique journey of awakening. It's a path that often begins with a sense of disconnect from the world around them, a feeling that they somehow don't quite fit into the mold that society has crafted. From a young age, these individuals may find themselves questioning the nature of reality, peering beyond the veil of the physical world to glimpse the intricate workings of the cosmos. As children, chosen ones often display an wisdom beyond their years, a depth of understanding that leaves adults baffled and sometimes uncomfortable. They may speak of past lives, communicate with unseen beings, or demonstrate uncanny abilities to heal or perceive energy. While their peers are occupied with toys and games, these young souls might be found lost in contemplation of life's big questions, their eyes reflecting the vastness of the universe they innately understand. Growing up as a chosen one can be a lonely experience. The world often feels too small, too limited to contain the expansiveness of their spirits. They may struggle to form deep connections with others, finding few who can truly understand or relate to their perspective. This sense of isolation can be painful, but it serves a purpose, pushing the chosen one to look inward, to cultivate a relationship with their higher self and the divine forces that guide them. As they mature, chosen ones begin to recognize the unique gifts they possess. They may discover abilities that seem miraculous to others, the power to heal with a touch, to see auras, to communicate with spirits, or to perceive future events. These abilities are not party tricks or supernatural powers, but natural extensions of their elevated consciousness, tools to be used in service of their higher purpose. One of the most striking characteristics of a chosen one is their ability to maintain a state of inner peace and balance, even in the face of chaos and adversity. While others are buffeted by the storms of life, reacting with fear, anger, or despair, the chosen one remains centered, their spirit anchored in a deeper understanding of the perfection of all things. This doesn't mean they don't experience emotions or challenges, but rather that they're able to process these experiences from a higher perspective, seeing the lessons and growth opportunities in every situation. This state of balance is what allows chosen ones to metaphorically levitate above the fray of everyday life. While others are caught up in dramas and conflicts, expending their energy on trivial matters, the chosen one operates from a place of clarity and purpose. They understand that most of the issues that consume people's attention are simply lessons in disguise, opportunities for soul growth that are part of the Earth School curriculum. The levitation of the chosen ones is not about escaping or avoiding the realities of life on Earth. On the contrary, it's about engaging with life from a higher perspective, bringing celestial wisdom down to earth in practical, transformative ways. These individuals often find themselves drawn to roles where they can help others, whether as healers, teachers, artists, or innovators. Their elevated consciousness allows them to see solutions where others see only problems, to bring light into the darkest of situations. One of the greatest challenges for chosen ones is learning to navigate between the spiritual and material realms. Their natural inclination may be to dwell in the higher frequencies, to lose themselves in meditation, contemplation, and communion with the divine. However, their true mission often requires them to be fully present in the physical world, to use their gifts to help elevate the consciousness of humanity as a whole. This balancing act can be tricky. Chosen ones must learn to ground their energy, to translate the abstract wisdom they access into practical actions and understandable concepts. They must develop patience and compassion for those who are still at the crawling stage of spiritual development, remembering that they too once took their first tentative steps on the path of awakening. The metaphor of levitation while others crawl speaks to the vastly different realities experienced by chosen ones and the general population, where most people are focused on survival, on meeting their basic needs and navigating the complexities of human relationships. Chosen ones are often already grappling with questions of universal significance. They ponder the nature of consciousness, the structure of reality, the purpose of existence itself. This elevated perspective allows chosen ones to see past the illusions that ensnare many. They recognize the transient nature of material possessions, the futility of ego-driven ambitions, and the interconnectedness of all beings. While others chase after wealth, fame, or power, chosen ones seek alignment with their higher purpose, understanding that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from inner growth and service to others. The ability to levitate above the concerns of everyday life doesn't come without its challenges. Chosen ones often struggle with feelings of alienation and misunderstanding. Their perspectives and priorities may seem strange or even threatening to those around them. Family members might worry about their seeming lack of interest in conventional success, friends may drift away as their interests diverge, and romantic relationships can be challenging to navigate when operating at such different frequencies. Moreover, the heightened sensitivity that allows chosen ones to perceive subtle energies and higher truths can also make the denser vibrations of the physical world overwhelming at times. They may find themselves easily drained by crowds, uncomfortable in cities, or adversely affected by the electromagnetic pollution of modern technology. Learning to manage this sensitivity, to shield themselves when necessary while remaining open to the information their enhanced perceptions provide, is a crucial skill for chosen ones to develop. Despite these challenges, the path of the chosen one is one of immense beauty and profound purpose. As they learn to fully embrace their gifts and their role, they become beacons of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. Their very presence can elevate the energy of a room, inspiring others to connect with their own higher selves and possibilities. The levitation of the chosen ones is not just a personal journey of ascension, but a crucial part of the collective evolution of humanity. As more and more individuals awaken to their true nature and potential, they create a ripple effect, raising the vibrational frequency of the entire planet. In this way, chosen ones serve as way showers, demonstrating the heights of consciousness that are possible and blazing a trail for others to follow. It's important to note that being a chosen one is not about being better than others, but about being called to a specific purpose. Every soul on earth is on its own unique journey, learning the lessons it needs for its evolution. The chosen ones are simply those who have volunteered to be at the forefront of the great shift in consciousness that is currently unfolding on our planet. This shift is not always easy or comfortable. As chosen ones levitate into higher states of awareness, they often find themselves facing their deepest fears and shadows. The process of ascension requires a willingness to confront and integrate all aspects of oneself, to shine the light of consciousness into the darkest corners of the psyche. This inner work can be challenging and sometimes painful, but it's necessary for the chosen one to fully embody their highest potential. As they navigate this process of inner alchemy, chosen ones often experience profound shifts in their perception of reality. The boundaries between past, present, and future may begin to blur, allowing them to access information from other times and dimensions. They may have vivid prophetic dreams or spontaneous out-of-body experiences. Some develop the ability to communicate with nature spirits, ascended masters, or extraterrestrial beings. These experiences, while exciting and transformative, can also be disorienting. Chosen ones must learn to discern between genuine spiritual insights and the projections of their own minds, or the influence of lower vibrational entities. Developing a strong connection to their inner guidance, their higher self, becomes crucial in navigating these expanded states of consciousness. One of the most significant aspects of the chosen one's journey is the activation of their light body. This process involves the gradual refinement of their physical form to hold higher frequencies of light. As their vibration increases, they may experience a range of physical symptoms: fluctuations in body temperature, changes in sleep patterns, heightened sensitivity to foods, and environments and spontaneous waves of energy moving through their body. These physical changes are often accompanied by an expansion of their energy field. Many chosen ones find that their aura becomes more vibrant and expansive, sometimes extending far beyond the usual boundaries of the human energy field. This expanded aura allows them to affect their environment in profound ways, often without even being consciously aware of it. They become walking generators of high-frequency energy, catalyzing change and awakening in those around them. As chosen ones continue to ascend, levitating higher into realms of pure consciousness, they often find that the laws of physical reality become more fluid for them. They may experience spontaneous healings, synchronicities that defy probability, or even literal moments of levitation or teleportation. These phenomena are not goals in themselves, but rather side effects of their expanding consciousness, demonstrations of the malleability of reality when perceived from a higher perspective. One of the most challenging aspects of the Chosen One's journey is maintaining a connection to the earth and to humanity while soaring to such spiritual heights. It can be tempting to withdraw from the world, to seek solitude and communion with the divine, rather than engaging with the often messy, chaotic reality of human society. However, most Chosen Ones come to realize that their true purpose involves being a bridge between the spiritual and material realms, bringing heaven down to earth, rather than escaping into the ethers. This grounding process often involves finding ways to translate their elevated understandings into forms that can be grasped and integrated by those still at the crawling stage of spiritual development. Many Chosen Ones are drawn to creative pursuits, writing, art, music, dance, as ways to express the ineffable truths they've accessed. Others may be called to teach, to heal, or to work in fields where they can subtly influence the direction of human society. The path of the Chosen One is not always smooth or straightforward. There are often periods of intense challenge, dark nights of the soul where they question everything they've come to believe about themselves and their purpose. These times of trial serve to strip away any remaining ego attachments, to purify their intention and deepen their commitment to their spiritual path. During these difficult phases, Chosen Ones may feel as if they've lost their ability to levitate, as if they've crashed back down to earth and are once again learning to crawl. However, these moments of apparent regression are actually crucial for their continued growth. They allow the Chosen One to integrate their experiences, to embody their wisdom more fully, and to renew their connection to the physical plane. As they emerge from these periods of challenge, Chosen Ones often find that their ability to navigate between different levels of consciousness has expanded. They become adept at shifting their awareness, able to soar to the heights of spiritual ecstasy, and then ground themselves fully in physical reality as needed. This flexibility allows them to serve as true intermediaries between the seen and unseen worlds. One of the most beautiful aspects of the Chosen One's journey is the way it inspires others. As they demonstrate the possibilities of expanded consciousness, they awaken a longing in those around them. People are drawn to their light, often without understanding why. The presence of a Chosen One can catalyze profound transformations, sparking awakenings and setting others on their own paths of spiritual growth. This role as a catalyst comes with great responsibility. Chosen Ones must be mindful of the impact they have on others, careful not to overwhelm those who aren't ready for such rapid expansion. They learn to modulate their energy, to meet people where they are, while gently encouraging them to stretch beyond their perceived limitations. As more and more Chosen Ones step into their power and purpose, a new paradigm begins to emerge on Earth. The old systems and structures that were built on fear, separation, and scarcity begin to crumble, making way for new ways of living that honor the interconnectedness of all life and the inherent divinity within each being. This shift is not always easy or peaceful. As the frequency of the planet rises, everything that is not in alignment with the new energy comes up to be healed and transformed. This can lead to periods of chaos and upheaval, both on a personal and collective level. Chosen Ones play a crucial role during these times, holding a steady vibration of love and peace amidst the turmoil, showing others that it's possible to remain centered even when the world seems to be falling apart. The levitation of the Chosen Ones is not just a personal achievement, but a service to all of humanity. By demonstrating the heights of consciousness that are possible, they expand the parameters of what it means to be human. They show us that we are not limited to crawling through life, bound by fear and survival instincts, but that we have the potential to soar, to live from a place of joy, love, and cosmic awareness. As we witness the ascension of the Chosen Ones, we're reminded that this potential exists within all of us. While some may be further along the path, every soul on Earth has the capacity to awaken, to rise above the limitations of the ego, and connect with their higher self. The Chosen Ones are not separate from the rest of humanity, but rather the forerunners, the ones who have volunteered to go first and light the way for others. This understanding brings with it a message of hope and empowerment. No matter where we are on our spiritual journey, whether we're just learning to crawl or taking our first wobbly steps, we all have the potential to levitate, to expand our consciousness and experience the freedom and joy of our true nature. For those who recognize themselves as chosen ones, this knowing comes with both excitement and responsibility. The path of accelerated spiritual growth is not always easy, but it is infinitely rewarding. As you continue to levitate, to explore the higher realms of consciousness, remember to also stay grounded in your humanity. Your mission is not to escape the world, but to transform it through your presence and your love. To those who feel drawn to the light of the chosen ones, who sense that there's more to life than what they've been taught, take heart. Your longing is the first step on the path of awakening. Trust the stirrings of your soul, the whispers of your intuition. Begin where you are, with small steps of self-discovery and inner growth. Remember that every master was once a beginner. Every person who now soars once had to learn to stand. The journey from crawling to levitation is not a competition or a race. Each soul moves at its own pace, learning the lessons it needs in perfect divine timing. The chosen ones who are already levitating are not meant to inspire envy or self-judgment, but to remind us of our own potential, to encourage us to reach for the stars even as we learn to find our feet. As we collectively navigate this time of great change and awakening on Earth, let us hold a vision of a world where all beings are free to explore the full spectrum of their consciousness. A world where the wisdom of the chosen ones has become the common inheritance of all humanity. A world where levitation, both literal and metaphorical, is not a miracle, but a natural expression of our unleashed human potential. This vision is not a far-off utopia, but a reality that is unfolding right now, through the efforts of every person who chooses love over fear, who reaches for understanding instead of judgment, who dares to look within and face their own shadows. Every act of kindness, every moment of presence, every choice to align with our highest truth contributes to the elevation of human consciousness. For the chosen ones who are already soaring, your task now is to reach back and offer a hand to those still finding their way. Share your wisdom with humility, your light with compassion. Remember the challenges of your own journey and have patience with those who are just beginning to awaken. And for those who are still learning to crawl, know that your efforts are seen and honored. Every small step you take towards greater awareness and self-love reverberates through the cosmos. Trust in your own timing, celebrate your progress, and know that support is always available if you open yourself to receive it. The division between those who levitate and those who crawl is not a fixed or permanent state. It's a fluid spectrum, with each soul in constant motion, growing, learning, and expanding. Today's crawlers are tomorrow's levitators. Today's levitators may find themselves temporarily grounded, learning new lessons in humility and earthly wisdom. What matters is not where we are on this spectrum at any given moment, but the direction in which we're moving. Are we reaching for greater understanding, deeper love, expanded awareness? Are we willing to face our fears, to question our assumptions, to open ourselves to new possibilities? These are the questions that determine our spiritual trajectory. As we contemplate the image of chosen ones levitating while others are still learning to crawl, let it inspire us rather than divide us. This metaphor speaks to the vast spectrum of spiritual awakening, reminding us that we are all on a journey of growth and evolution. The chosen ones, in their state of levitation, offer us a glimpse of what's possible, a preview of the potential that lies dormant within each of us. But what exactly does it mean to levitate in a spiritual sense? It's not about physical defiance of gravity, but rather a state of being where one has transcended the dense, heavy energies that keep most of humanity tethered to limited perceptions and outdated belief systems. Spiritual levitation is about lightness of being, a buoyancy of spirit that allows one to rise above the petty concerns and dramas that consume so much of our collective energy. Chosen ones who have reached this state of levitation often describe a profound shift in their experience of reality. The world doesn't change, but their perception of it transforms dramatically. Colors appear more vivid, synchronicities become a daily occurrence, and the interconnectedness of all things becomes not just an intellectual concept, but a lived experience. They begin to see the divine order behind seemingly random events, the perfection within apparent chaos. This elevated perspective allows chosen ones to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. While others might be overwhelmed by obstacles, seeing them as insurmountable barriers, the levitating chosen one recognizes these challenges as opportunities for growth, as perfectly orchestrated lessons in their ongoing spiritual evolution. This doesn't mean they don't face difficulties or experience pain, but rather that they're able to contextualize these experiences within a broader, more expansive framework. One of the most striking characteristics of a levitating chosen one is their relationship with time. While those still learning to crawl often feel rushed, stressed, and constrained by time, chosen ones seem to exist in a different temporal reality altogether. They experience time as fluid and malleable, often finding that they're able to accomplish tasks with miraculous efficiency, or that time seems to expand to accommodate their needs. This shift in temporal perception is not about gaining more hours in the day, but about aligning with the natural flow of the universe, moving in harmony with cosmic rhythms rather than struggling against them. Another aspect of spiritual levitation is the activation of latent abilities that many would consider supernatural or paranormal. Chosen ones often discover that they can perceive energy fields, communicate with non-physical beings, or access information from the Akashic records. Some develop healing abilities, finding that they can channel divine energy to help others overcome physical, emotional, or spiritual ailments. These gifts are not about gaining power over others, but about serving as conduits for higher frequencies of love and light to enter the earthly plane. The levitation of the chosen ones also manifests as a profound inner peace, a deep-seated tranquility that remains unshaken even in the face of external turmoil. This is not a passive or apathetic state, but a dynamic stillness, a calm centeredness from which inspired action springs. While others are reactive, easily triggered by circumstances or the actions of others, the levitating chosen one responds from a place of inner clarity and alignment with their higher purpose. This state of inner peace is often accompanied by a palpable joy, a sense of lightness and playfulness that seems at odds with the serious demeanor many associate with spiritual advancement. Chosen ones who have mastered the art of spiritual levitation often exude a childlike wonder and enthusiasm for life, finding delight in the simplest experiences and approaching each moment with fresh eyes and an open heart. However, it's important to understand that reaching this state of spiritual levitation is not about escaping or transcending our humanity. On the contrary, it's about fully embodying our divine nature while remaining grounded in our earthly experience. Chosen ones are not meant to float away into ethereal realms, detached from the realities of life on Earth. Their levitation is in service of bringing higher frequencies down to the physical plane, of anchoring celestial energies into the very soil of our planet. This is where the real challenge lies for many chosen ones. How does one maintain their elevated state while engaging with a world that is still largely operating at a much denser vibration? How does a levitating being interact with those who are still learning to crawl without creating feelings of separation or superiority? The answer lies in the heart. As chosen ones ascend to higher states of consciousness, their capacity for love and compassion expands exponentially. They develop a profound empathy for all beings, recognizing that everyone is on their own perfect journey of awakening. Instead of looking down on those still grappling with basic spiritual lessons, they feel a deep love and respect for the courage it takes to be human, to navigate the complex and often challenging experience of life on Earth. This heart-centered approach allows chosen ones to bridge the gap between the spiritual and material realms. They become adept at translating higher truths into language and concepts that can be understood by those at different stages of awakening. They learn to modulate their energy, to meet people where they are, while gently encouraging them to stretch beyond their perceived limitations. The levitation of the chosen one serves as a beacon, a living demonstration of what's possible when we align with our highest potential. Their elevated state creates a morphic field, a resonant energy that makes it easier for others to raise their own vibration. Simply being in the presence of a levitating chosen one can catalyze profound shifts in consciousness, awakening dormant spiritual abilities and inspiring others to embark on their own journey of ascension. But this influential position also comes with great responsibility. Chosen ones must be mindful of the impact they have on others, careful not to overwhelm those who aren't ready for rapid expansion. They must learn to discern when to share their gifts and insights, and when to allow others the space to find their own way. This requires a delicate balance of wisdom, compassion, and respect for the free will of all beings. As more and more chosen ones master the art of spiritual levitation, we're witnessing a shift in the collective consciousness of humanity. The ceiling of what we believe to be possible is being raised, expanding the parameters of human potential. This shift is not just about individual awakening, but about the evolution of our entire species, the birth of a new way of being human. This evolutionary leap is not without its challenges. As the frequency of the planet rises, propelled by the ascending ascending energies of the levitating chosen ones, everything that is not in alignment with this new vibration is being pushed to the surface to be acknowledged, healed, and transformed. This can lead to periods of intense upheaval, both on a personal and collective level. During these times of transition, the role of the levitating chosen ones becomes even more crucial. They serve as stabilizing forces, their elevated energy helping to smooth the often turbulent process of transformation. They hold space for others to move through their own awakening process, offering support and guidance without attachment to outcomes. One of the most beautiful aspects of the Chosen One's levitation is the way it illuminates the path for others. As they demonstrate the heights of consciousness that can be achieved, they inspire hope and awaken a longing in those still learning to crawl. They remind us that we are not limited by our current circumstances or level of awareness, that we all have the potential to rise above our limitations and connect with our innate divinity. This inspiration is not about creating a hierarchy or fostering a sense of spiritual elitism. The truly levitating chosen one understands that all paths eventually lead to the same destination, that each soul is on its own perfect journey of awakening. They honor the crawling stage as much as the flying stage, recognizing that each phase of development has its own wisdom and gifts to offer. In fact, many chosen ones find that as they ascend to higher states of consciousness, they develop a deep appreciation for the earthly realm they once sought to transcend. They discover the sacred in the mundane, the profound in the simple. Their levitation allows them to see the beauty and perfection in all aspects of creation, from the grandest cosmic events to the smallest details of daily life. This expanded perspective often leads chosen ones to become passionate advocates for the earth and all its inhabitants. Many find themselves drawn to environmental causes, animal welfare, or social justice movements. They understand that true spiritual advancement is not about escaping the physical world, but about bringing heaven down to earth, about creating a reality where all beings can thrive and flourish. The levitation of the chosen ones also brings about a shift in how they relate to the concept of time. While those still learning to crawl often feel bound by linear time, constantly racing against the clock, chosen ones begin to experience time as a fluid, multidimensional construct. They learn to navigate between different time streams, accessing wisdom from the past and potential futures to inform their actions in the present. This altered relationship with time allows chosen ones to work more efficiently and effectively in their mission to elevate planetary consciousness. They're able to be in the right place at the right time, to plant seeds of change that will bear fruit far into the future. They understand that every action, no matter how small, ripples out across time and space, affecting the grand tapestry of creation in ways that our limited human minds can scarcely comprehend. As chosen ones continue to levitate to ever higher frequencies, many begin to experience what some spiritual traditions call rainbow body or light body activation. This is a process where the physical form begins to hold more light, literally becoming less dense and more radiant. Some report experiencing moments of spontaneous luminosity, where their bodies emit a soft glow visible to others. This light body activation is not just a personal transformation, but a service to the planet. As chosen ones embody higher frequencies of light, they become living transmitters of these elevated energies, helping to raise the vibration of the entire Earth grid. Their levitating presence creates vortexes of energy that others can step into, experiencing momentary lifts in consciousness that inspire them to begin their own ascension journey. However, it's important to note that the path of the levitating chosen one is not always smooth or easy. The higher they rise, the more they may find themselves faced with tests and challenges designed to ensure they're truly ready for the responsibilities that come with their elevated state. These trials often involve facing their deepest fears, integrating their shadows, and releasing any remaining attachments to limiting beliefs or outdated identities. During these periods of intense growth and transformation, chosen ones may experience what feels like a fall from grace, a temporary loss of their levitational abilities. They might find themselves back on the ground, crawling through their own doubts and insecurities. These moments, though often painful, serve a crucial purpose in the chosen one's journey. They ensure that the ascension process is built on a solid foundation, that the chosen one's connection to the earth and to their humanity remains strong, even as they soar to celestial heights. It's through navigating these challenges that chosen ones develop true mastery, learning to move fluidly between different states of consciousness, to be fully present and effective, whether they're soaring through higher dimensions or engaged in the most mundane of earthly tasks. This flexibility, this ability to be in the world but not of it, is what allows them to serve as bridges between the seen and unseen realms, to bring heaven down to earth in tangible, transformative ways. As we witness the levitation of the chosen ones, it's natural to feel a mix of emotions. Some may experience a longing to join them in their ascension, a hunger to taste the freedom and expansiveness of higher consciousness. Others might feel intimidated, or even resentful, questioning why some seem to have an easier spiritual path or access to greater cosmic wisdom. It's important to remember that the journey of the chosen ones is not separate from the collective journey of humanity. Their levitation is not just for their own benefit, but a service to all. They are the scouts, the way showers, the ones who go ahead to map the territory of expanded consciousness so that others may follow more easily. Moreover, the distinction between those who levitate and those who crawl is not fixed or permanent. We are all chosen ones in potential, all carrying within us the seeds of our own divinity. The chosen ones who are currently levitating are simply those who have nurtured those seeds, who have done the inner work necessary to allow their inherent radiance to shine forth. For those who resonate with the path of the chosen ones, who feel called to join them in their levitation, the invitation is always open. The journey begins with a choice to prioritize your spiritual growth, to face your fears and limitations with courage and compassion, to align your life with your highest truth. It's a choice that must be made again and again, in each moment, as you navigate the complexities of human existence. The path from crawling to levitation is not about leaving your humanity behind, but about fully embracing it, about recognizing the divine spark within yourself and within all beings. It's about expanding your sense of self to encompass all of creation, about recognizing that your individual journey is intrinsically connected to the journey of all life. As you embark on this path, remember that true spiritual advancement is not measured by how high you can levitate, but by how much love you can embody, how much light you can bring into the world. The most elevated chosen ones are often those who are most deeply engaged with life, who meet each person and each situation with presence, compassion, and joy. The levitation of the chosen ones is not the end goal, but rather the beginning of a new phase in human evolution. As more and more individuals awaken to their true nature and potential, we're witnessing the birth of a new species, what some have called Homo luminous or Homo noeticus. This is humanity 2.0, a version of our species that operates from a place of unity consciousness, that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life and lives in harmony with the natural world. This evolutionary leap is not happening in isolation. The ascension of the chosen ones is intricately connected to the ascension of the planet itself. As they levitate to higher frequencies, they help to anchor these elevated energies into the Earth grid, facilitating Gaia's own process of renewal and transformation. This symbiotic relationship between human consciousness and planetary consciousness is key to understanding the larger cosmic drama unfolding at this time. We are living in an era of unprecedented change and possibility. The veils between dimensions are thinning, allowing for greater communication and collaboration between physical and non-physical realms. The chosen ones, in their levitated state, serve as conduits for this interdimensional exchange, bringing through higher wisdom and facilitating the descent of heaven on earth. This is not a passive process, but one that requires active participation from all of us. While the chosen ones may be leading the way, every individual has a role to play in this grand awakening. Every act of kindness, every moment of presence, every choice to align with love rather than fear contributes to the elevation of human consciousness. For those still learning to crawl, take heart. Your journey is no less valuable or important than that of the levitating chosen ones. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate your progress, be gentle with yourself in moments of struggle, and know that support is always available if you open yourself to receive it. And for the chosen ones who find themselves levitating while others are still finding their feet, remember the importance of compassion and humility. Your elevated state is not a mark of superiority, but a call to greater service. Use your expanded perspective to uplift others, to shine light into the shadows, to help create a world where all beings can thrive and flourish. As we move forward into this new era of human potential, let us hold a vision of a world where levitation, both spiritual and literal, is the norm rather than the exception. A world where all beings are free to explore the full spectrum of their consciousness, where the wisdom of the cosmos is as accessible as the air we breathe, breathe. This vision is not a far-off utopia, but a reality that is unfolding right now, through the efforts of every person who chooses love over fear, who reaches for understanding instead of judgment, who dares to believe in the boundless potential within themselves and within all of humanity. The journey from crawling to levitation is the journey of remembering our true nature, of awakening to the magnificence of who we really are. It's a journey that each soul must undertake in its own time and in its own way. But as the chosen ones demonstrate through their levitation, the possibilities are limitless, the potential for growth and expansion infinite. As we witness the ascension of the chosen ones, let it serve as a reminder of our own divine heritage, our own capacity for miraculous transformation. Let their levitation inspire us to reach for the stars even as we learn to stand, to believe in the impossible, even as we grapple with the challenges of everyday life. For in truth, we are all chosen ones. We have all been called to this planet at this pivotal time to participate in the greatest evolutionary leap in human history. Whether we're crawling, walking, or levitating, we're all part of this grand cosmic dance, this beautiful unfolding of consciousness. So to the chosen ones who find themselves levitating, continue to soar, to explore the highest reaches of consciousness. Your courage and your light pave the way for others to follow. And to those who are still learning to crawl, keep moving forward. Your journey is sacred, your efforts seen and honored by the cosmos. As we delve deeper into the phenomenon of the levitating chosen ones, it becomes clear that their elevated state is not just a personal achievement, but a catalyst for global transformation. Their ability to transcend the limitations of the physical world serves as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for all of humanity to follow. The levitation of the chosen ones is not merely a metaphor. Many report experiences of actual physical lightness, moments where gravity seems to lose its hold. These experiences often come spontaneously, in moments of deep meditation or profound spiritual insight. A chosen one might suddenly find themselves floating a few inches off the ground, or able to move with a grace and ease that defies normal physical laws. These moments of literal levitation, while awe-inspiring, are not the goal in themselves. They are rather side effects of the chosen one's elevated consciousness, physical manifestations of their spiritual ascension. The true levitation is happening on an energetic level, as the chosen one's vibration rises to match the frequencies of higher dimensions. This vibrational shift has profound implications not just for the individual, but for the collective. As chosen ones levitate to higher frequencies, they create a resonance that makes it easier for others to rise as well. It's as if they're carving tunnels through the dense energy of the third dimension, creating pathways that others can follow to access higher states of consciousness. The presence of a levitating chosen one in any environment has a tangible effect. Those around them often report feeling lighter, more peaceful, more in touch with their own inner wisdom. Some experience spontaneous healings or moments of clarity that shift their entire life trajectory. The chosen one becomes a walking portal, a bridge between worlds that allows others to catch glimpses of the greater reality that exists beyond our limited perceptions. However, this influential position also comes with unique challenges. As chosen ones levitate higher, the contrast between their frequency and the denser energies of the world becomes more pronounced. This can lead to feelings of isolation or alienation, a sense of no longer fitting in with mainstream society. Many chosen ones struggle with how to navigate this divide. How does one who can soar through higher dimensions relate to those still grappling with earthly concerns? How can they share their expanded perspective without overwhelming or alienating others? The answer lies in the heart. As chosen ones ascend, their capacity for love and compassion expands exponentially. They develop a profound empathy that allows them to connect with all beings, regardless of their level of consciousness. They learn to see the divine spark in everyone, recognizing that all souls are on their perfect journey of awakening, whether they're crawling, walking, or flying. This heart-centered approach allows chosen ones to be fully present with those still learning to crawl, while simultaneously maintaining their connection to higher realms. They become adept at translating cosmic wisdom into practical, down-to-earth guidance. They learn to modulate their energy, to meet people where they are while gently encouraging them to stretch beyond their perceived limitations. The levitation of the chosen ones also brings about a shift in how they perceive and interact with time. While those still crawling often feel constrained by linear time, always racing against the clock, Chosen ones begin to experience time as a fluid, multidimensional construct. They learn to navigate different time streams, accessing wisdom from the past and potential futures to inform their actions in the present. This altered relationship with time allows chosen ones to work more efficiently and effectively in their mission to elevate planetary consciousness. They're able to be in the right place at the right time, to plant seeds of change that will bear fruit far into the future. They understand that every action, no matter how small, ripples out across time and space, affecting the grand tapestry of creation in ways that our limited human minds can scarcely comprehend. As chosen ones continue to levitate to ever higher frequencies, many begin to experience what some spiritual traditions call rainbow body or light body activation. This is a process where the physical form begins to hold more light, literally becoming less dense and more radiant. Some report experiencing moments of spontaneous luminosity, where their bodies emit a soft glow visible to others. This light body activation is not just a personal transformation, but a service to the planet. As chosen ones embody higher frequencies of light, they become living transmitters of these elevated energies, helping to raise the vibration of the entire Earth grid. Their levitating presence creates vortexes of energy that others can step into, experiencing momentary lifts in consciousness that inspire them to begin their own ascension journey. The path of levitation also brings the chosen ones into more conscious contact with non-physical beings and realms. Many report increased communication with spirit guides, ascended masters, or extraterrestrial intelligences. These interactions are not about escaping the physical world, but about bringing higher wisdom and perspective into earthly existence. Chosen ones often find themselves acting as intermediaries between the seen and unseen worlds. They may receive downloads of information about new healing modalities, sustainable technologies, or social structures that can help usher in a new era of human civilization. Their role is to ground these higher concepts into practical, applicable forms that can benefit humanity and the planet. However, it's important to note that the path of the levitating chosen one is not always smooth or easy. The higher they rise, the more they may find themselves faced with tests and challenges designed to ensure they're truly ready for the responsibilities that come with their elevated state. These trials often involve facing their deepest fears, integrating their shadows, and releasing any remaining attachments to limiting beliefs or outdated identities. During these periods of intense growth and transformation, chosen ones may experience what feels like a fall from grace, a temporary loss of their levitational abilities. They might find themselves back on the ground, crawling through their own doubts and insecurities. These moments, though often painful, serve a crucial purpose in the chosen one's journey. They ensure that the ascension process is built on a solid foundation, that the chosen one's connection to the earth and to their humanity remains strong even as they soar to celestial heights. It's through navigating these challenges that chosen ones develop true mastery, learning to move fluidly between different states of consciousness, to be fully present and effective whether they're soaring through higher dimensions or engaged in the most mundane of earthly tasks. This flexibility, this ability to be in the world but not of it, is what allows them to serve as bridges between the seen and unseen realms, to bring heaven down to earth in tangible, transformative ways. As more and more chosen ones master the art of spiritual levitation, we're witnessing a shift in the collective consciousness of humanity. The ceiling of what we believe to be possible is being raised, expanding the parameters of human potential. This shift is not just about individual awakening, but about the evolution of our entire species, the birth of a new way of being human. This evolutionary leap is not happening in isolation. The ascension of the chosen ones is intricately connected to the ascension of the planet itself. As they levitate to higher frequencies, they help to anchor these elevated energies into the Earth grid, facilitating Gaia's own process of renewal and transformation. This symbiotic relationship between human consciousness and planetary consciousness is key to understanding the larger cosmic drama unfolding at this time. We are living in an era of unprecedented change and possibility. The veils between dimensions are thinning, allowing for greater communication and collaboration between physical and non-physical realms. The chosen ones, in their levitated state, serve as conduits for this interdimensional exchange, bringing through higher wisdom and facilitating the descent of heaven on earth. This is not a passive process, but one that requires active participation from all of us. While the chosen ones may be leading the way, every individual has a role to play in this grand awakening. Every act of kindness, Every moment of presence, every choice to align with love rather than fear, contributes to the elevation of human consciousness. For those still learning to crawl, it's important to remember that your journey is no less valuable or important than that of the levitating chosen ones. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. The process of learning to crawl, to stand, to take those first wobbling steps is a sacred part of the human experience. It's through these early stages of development that we build the strength and resilience needed for the higher stages of our spiritual evolution. Moreover, those in the crawling stage often have important lessons to teach the levitating chosen ones. They remind the ascended ones of the beauty and value of the physical world, of the importance of staying grounded and connected to the earth even as we reach for the stars. The crawlers hold a wisdom of their own, a deep understanding of the foundational aspects of existence that those who have soared too high too quickly may have forgotten.